Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a love it or leave it review on a palette that I am super excited about, and this is the new collaboration with Becca and CHRISSY Teigen, and I was so excited to see this palette because you guys know I love rose gold, so the packaging, everything being rose gold and rose gold themed and just really warm and fun for summer just really intrigued me. Plus, I love Becca palettes. Usually they come out with them and they are really excellent quality and value. So this is yet again another really great collaboration. So let me go ahead and show you guys what this palette looks like up close. It is absolutely gorgeous. You have a marble with tan and pink on the front, and then on the back, I love that it does show you what the colors are and the finishes, and then when you open it up, here is the beautiful palette. It is just absolutely gorgeous. You have some rose gold, some bright pinks, peaches, and then you have the bronzers. So let me go ahead and tell you guys the price and where you can purchase it from first and when it officially releases, and then we will go ahead and get into the good stuff inside. So it does retail for $46. I was able to pick mine up early at JCPenney Sephora. They had them in stock before the official release date and they were allowed to sell it, so that's how I got mine. So I would go ahead and call around your JCPenney Sephoras and Sephora stores and see if they have them in stock and can sell them to you guys. It is currently officially available on Becca's website. It went on sale on Saturday, so a couple days ago. And then I've seen all over Instagram that officially it's supposed to launch, I believe, at Sephora and Ulta. No one said that it's any store exclusive, so it's going to be available at both those stores down the line, and Instagram is saying on May 11th. So just in a couple days you officially can get it at your Sephora and Ultas. But again, currently it is available on Becca's website right now, which usually if you do sign up to get on their mailing list or subscription list, you do get like 20% off. So you could always try to do that and see if it qualifies for this palette. But it does retail for $46. And let me read you some information from Becca's website. It says, your ultimate endless summer glow in a palette. A limited edition. Yes, it is limited edition, not surprised, but I have a feeling they will, you know, kind of try to stock this for the next couple months or something like that through the summer, since it is a summer palette, but you never know. You never know how long these things are going to last or how fast they will sell out. So if you're interested in picking up the palette, I would do it sooner rather than later. A limited edition glow face palette created in collaboration with the model, mom, cookbook author, and ultimate California cool beauty, CHRISSY Teigen. So one of the reasons I was really excited about this palette is because we have 3 brand new shades that we've never seen from Becca, and then you have one of their iconic shimmering skin perfectors in rose gold, and we will talk about the shades and who they're best suited for in a little bit. But as far as the shades go, right here is the iconic rose gold shade highlighter. And then we have a brand new bronzer and their new Sunlit bronzers that they just came out with a couple weeks ago. And this is the shade that they did not release yet. So you are getting a brand new shade in here as well. And this is the Sunlit bronzer in Malibu Soleil. And this is more of a warm bronzer, but it's not too warm. It doesn't have a ton of red or orange in it. And then right here we have a brand new highlighter. This is the Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter in Beach Nectar, and this is a beautiful luminous peach color. This also works really well if you want to go ahead and put this as a blush topper. And I know sometimes blush toppers kind of have a negative connotation. People think, oh, that means it's crappy quality if you're just saying it's a blush topper, if it's not pigmented enough to be a blush. But this is actually a highlighter, but because it's so luminous, it looks really pretty on top of this right here. They make a great combination. So I don't mean it in a bad way that it could be a blush topper, but it looks really beautiful whether you wear it as a highlighter or as a blush topper. And then next is a new luminous blush, and this is Hibiscus Blue, and I love the Becca luminous blushes. They are so pigmented, so buildable, just really long lasting and beautiful on the skin. And this has a very subtle luminosity. I don't find that this one is as glowy and luminous as the original luminous blushes, which I kind of like because this is a bright color. So it is luminous, but it's on the more subtle side. And like I said, these two together are really gorgeous. If you want to amp it up and even make it more sparkly, then just go ahead and add Peach Nectar on top of it. But I like all the shades in here. I think it's curated really well. And so I was watching the Instagram live and CHRISSY was talking about the palette, answering questions, and she said her inspiration for this was the fact that she was kind of over all those blind you from the moon, silvery, bright white and silver highlights. And so she wanted to go more warm, beautiful colors for the summertime that were inviting, that were gold and rose gold and just really pretty for the summertime, as well as the fact that it matches her skin tone really well because she has a beautiful medium skin tone. But the one key factor is she did say although she has a medium skin tone, she wanted to create a palette that everyone was going to be able to wear. And I think she did achieve that. However, I will say there is one shade in this palette, whether you're fair or deeper skin tones, that I don't think you're going to be able to wear perfectly, but I do think you're going to be able to get some uses out of it. But I do think everyone from each end of the spectrum and throughout is going to be able to wear this palette. However, I think it's going to be the most perfect for medium skin tones, but everyone can wear it. So let me go ahead and tell you each of these shades and what they can be used for. So we do have the Malibu Soleil bronzer right here. Like I said, it's a really nice kind of neutral to warm tone bronzer. I think people with fair skin can wear it. I have it on today. I like a more subtle bronzer, which is how I wear it. So if you have fair skin, you definitely are going to be able to use this. And it's really nice because it's buildable. It's not wham bam super dark pigment right off the bat, which I like, especially in a bronzer. So you can really build this up. Like I said, medium skin tones, it's going to look great. It starts getting those tan and deeper skin tones that this might be too light for you guys. However, you might be able to build it up for a very, very, very light bronzed look, or you could use it as an eyeshadow, or depending on how deep your skin tones are, you could use this as a setting powder for your eyes once you've primed them before you put on eyeshadows. So I do think you'll get some use out of it, but it's not your ideal bronzing color. Next, we have the highlighter in Rose Gold. Now, if you have fair skin, this is going to be too dark. When I put it on, if you guys saw on Snapchat, it does create too much of a shadow, and you can tell it's definitely distinctly too dark for my skin tone. But you can definitely use it as a beautiful eyeshadow. That's how I have it on today, and I did foil it a little bit with my Milani setting spray. And so I wanted to show you guys what it looks like on the eyes, because you definitely can wear it as an eyeshadow no matter what your skin tone is. But I'm sure you're thinking, well, I have fair skin, what can I do with this? You can definitely use it for an eyeshadow. Unfortunately, it is a big giant pan of this that you're not going to get the most use out of in this palette if you have fair skin. So you'll just have to make that personal decision at the end if the money is worth spending, knowing that one of the big pans is not the most versatile for you. But it does work really great as an eyeshadow, and that's how I'm going to be using it majority of the time until the summertime when I get a little bit more of a tan and can wear this. Next, we have the beautiful blush in Hibiscus Blue. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I have it on my cheeks right now. I did build it up. Again, it's very similar to the bronzer where it's not wham bam pigment in your face. Like I said before, I don't think this one is as luminous as the original Luminous blushes, and I also don't think it's quite as pigmented, but not in a bad way, because again, on her Instagram Live, she said she wanted everything to be buildable. That way anyone could wear it. You can continue to build it to make it as glowy and natural looking, which is what she typically goes for, or you can continue to build it up for like a night out and make it more intense. So I think they did that with this blush, and you can definitely build it up. I have built it up maybe like 2 times on my cheeks. You could keep going the darker your skin is, but I do think this is a beautiful, bright, fun pop of color on your cheeks for summertime and spring, and I think everyone's going to be able to wear this. And this is, again, another color you could put on your eyelids as a little pop of color in the crease or on the lower lash line, something like that. So let me talk about the eyes really quick too, because I'm gonna forget. I do have the bronzer in my crease and kind of all over my lid. It's just like a base color. Put that all over. Then I went in with Rose Gold, and then I went in with Rose Gold with a setting spray to foil it. Then I did put a little bit of this highlighter, which is the Peach Nectar, on the center of it just to give it a little pop, and on the inner corner, and as my brow bone highlight. So another reason I love these kind of palettes is this is a super travel friendly palette. It is a really sturdy packaging. You have a huge mirror. You have your blush, you have your bronzer, you have your highlighters, and then potentially eyeshadows all in one place. So if you're trying to be minimalistic and really light traveling, this is a great palette because you have everything you could want for your face all in one place. So I personally like that. If I'm on the go and want something quick and easy for a quick weekend travel, just take something like this, and I have eyes, cheeks, and highlighter all in one place. So I really like that. Next, we have the highlighter in Peach Nectar. This is a beautiful light peach luminous color. I do have it on as a highlighter to show you guys that light skin tones all the way up to deep can wear it. I think it's not too dark if you have fair skin. So let's go ahead and talk about the size and break it down for you guys. I do think overall for $46, this is a really great value. So Sunlit bronzer, it does tell you on the box the size of them. and it is 2.4 grams, and the brand new bronzers I'm looking at from Sephora retail for $38 for 7.1 grams, so significantly smaller, but that is a pretty nice size for a bronzer, considering I think the bulk of this palette, what you're wanting it for, is the beautiful highlights and the blushes. Hibiscus Bloom is the same exact size at 2.4 grams. To give you guys a comparison to the original Luminous blushes, I am holding up Camellia, which is 6 grams for $34. So you are getting less than half the amount of product. So as far as the highlighters go, you do get a total of 5.1 grams. And the original highlighters are usually around 7 to 8 grams depending on which one. So the one I have right here in front of me is Rose Quartz. And this one is 7 grams and it retails for $38. And getting all of this right here is $46. So although some are smaller than usual and some are even, you know, less than half the size of the originals, you are getting overall 4 different products to use, 4 different shades for $46, all in one compact, beautiful palette. So I think overall the quality of these are the same exact quality as the originals, whether it's the bronzer, whether it's the highlighters, or the blushes. I do think when you put it in a palette form like this, they are pressed into the pan a tad bit more than the originals, and I don't know if it's because it's a palette and they want it to be more travel friendly or what, but I do find that they are pressed a little bit more into the pan. So my original highlighters are very, very powdery when you put in a brush, and I don't find that these are as powdery, and that's because they're pressed into the pan a tad bit more, but I don't find that it affects the quality whatsoever. So I overall just really love this palette. I think it's a great value, beautiful colors, travel friendly, and a gorgeous, gorgeous palette, whether you're a collector or whether you just like the aesthetically pleasing packaging of this like me. I think this is a gorgeous palette. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review and the swatches. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Definitely let me know what you guys think about this palette down below and if you'll be picking it up, but I absolutely love it and would recommend it to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!